So as soon as he saw me, he's like, I know who you are. But I just logged on to this FocusMate session, which is the virtual co-working platform that I use that allows you to work one-on-one with some random person. Not always random, but another user of the platform. And you just work together for a short period of time. So I signed on for the session. It was with Mo from France. And he looked for a second and then his face just totally lit up. He said, I know you, you're and if you stay tuned, I'll tell you what he said next. And if you're a copywriter, you're going to want to like and subscribe so you get more content like this delivered to you soon. These are the proven direct response marketing, copywriting, and entrepreneurship success strategies you can use today to write your own ticket and create the life you want. I am Roy Furr, and this is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Now, here's today's breakthrough. All right, before we dive in, I'm going to point you towards the first link in the description, which is to my book, The Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid, which is the book that changed this copywriter's life. So Mo and I, we did a quick intro, and FocusMate, it's in the name. It's about focus. It's about working together for a short period of time and focusing on one task. He couldn't start the session without telling me that he'd bought my book, The Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid, a few years ago, and he said it completely changed his life, and that even during that session, he was going to be working on some client website copy. And so I said, I'm working on copy too. Here's my copy project. There's your copy project. And he was so excited. He's like, what are the odds? Right? But then it was time to start work. And we focused. And then 25 minutes or so later, Mo was so excited to tell me about his copywriting success. And Mo's from Syria. He had moved to France a few years back. He bought my book, The Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid. And now he works as a successful copywriter. And I don't know how much of this, I always don't know, because, people show up ready for the teachers who present themselves, right? And so I firmly believe this, that, for example, when I discovered copywriting, I was ready to succeed in an opportunity like copywriting. And so when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, right? And so I am sure when Mo was ready, the teacher appeared in the form of my book, in his case on Amazon, and he was ready to succeed as a copywriter, but he still attributed at least some of his success to my book. And the fact that he's able to make a living from copywriting now, he's able to succeed because of copywriting now, using advice that he got out of my book. And it was funny at the end as we're talking, he really wanted to show off his cool office. And he has a super wide screen curved monitor. And he showed his mood lights behind the monitor that matched the wallpaper on his computer desktop. And so it was like this different gradient color of blues and reds across his wall that was also on his desktop. And he had his cool light up microphone, and he was really decked out, and he was excited. And he said that his office that he was showing me, he was showing it to me because he said he'd funded it. He'd bought those things because of his copywriting success. And among other things, I'm sure, food on his table, whatever. If he was eating, he might have said, Roy, your book, I'm eating this food because of your book. And of course, I'm not going to take all the credit, just most of it. No. Then before we signed off, he wanted to prove to me that he'd actually bought my book. And so he looked up his Amazon order. He took a screenshot. He showed me the order. And then he even said, hey, can I take a picture of you on FocusMate on my screen? And did that picture. And it was funny, he felt a little starstruck, I think, because, it's very normal for us to feel that way. Somebody who we have learned from, who we've looked up to, who has felt like a distant figure, and then we meet them and maybe are one-on-one with them. It can be a very, especially when it's a complete surprise, it can be a wild experience. So I told him I was human, like everyone else, and I was super glad that my book helped him. And I also told him that I'd probably talk about him on this episode and share that story. And yeah, like it's pretty cool when you're out there in the world, when you're doing things in the world, and it comes back around to you, sometimes in very unexpected ways, the impact that you're making. So if you're curious, like what's in the book, of course, you can go to the first link in the description, The Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid. It's where you can get it from me directly. And it says, like in the subtitle, how to land awesome clients and earn a great living as a copywriter. On the back, you'll discover how to get your first copywriting client, what type of copywriting work pays best, the best way to get started even with zero experience, how to promote yourself and attract great clients, why some copywriters get rich while others struggle. And honestly, like when I wrote that book, when I put together this book, there were a ton of books about how to write copy. Bunch of books out there about how to write copy. This book, I decided to make it, as far as I knew at the time, it was the first book about really the business and career side of becoming a copywriter. And it explained my journey and the journeys of other people similar to me who have achieved success as a copywriter. And it's focused on it's not a thick book. Some people tell me that they really appreciate being able to go through it in one sitting. But it's focused on the essential information about what it really takes to be successful as a copywriter. And, if Mo's story and his claims are any attestation, it's the foundation for a successful career in copywriting. And I tend to agree with him because I laid out the foundation for my successful career in copywriting in that short book too. So if you're interested, check it out. The link is in the description. I'm Roy Furr. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Hey, every day I'm here trying to help you create breakthroughs in your life, your career, your business, with copywriting, with marketing, with improving yourself. And if you want more of it, hit like and subscribe, and you'll get my next episode, which is coming out tomorrow. I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.